Hey everybody, this is Star Trek Online, and I am here with Andrew. We're going to try and cover a bit more territory this time, and we're going to be starting on Shutdown. Onion infiltrators have seized Deep Space Nine. Find a way to sneak on board and retake the station. So this is like the first of several times Deep Space Nine was taken over in this storyline.
In one storyline, like 4 or 5 different groups of enemies.
There used to be a fleet action that was Deep Space Nine had been taken over.
Yep, the Undine one. That one didn't last very long. It's like the one in Fluidic Space that no one ever did, just so they took it out. And they said, we'll bring it back.
No, that's Terradome. That's an STF. That's a fake Deep Space Nine.
It was the one that had the Gekli. That fleet action.
Save the whales?
Yeah, that one. The one that I think I got to play once until they cut it out because no one ever queued for it.
Okay. So there's at least 3 times initially. There's Crack in the Mirror, Deep Space Nine gets taken over. There's the one we're going to be doing right now, Shutdown, Deep Space Nine gets taken over. There was the fleet action where Deep Space Nine was taken over. And then one of the things we're going to be covering when I finally do the Cardassian arc in Rise of the Red Shirt, the 2800, in which the plot revolves around Deep Space Nine being taken over.
Woo!
Kurland! What the fuck?
He's not as good as the Cisco.
He isn't as good as the Cisco. This is true.
I'm going to Deep Space Nine, so whenever you're ready.
He never stops calling either.
No. It got so funny that I think on the forums and on Reddit, it's Kurland here for Bortus.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
Actually, they somebody compiled all of his Kurland hears into audio files and put it I think put it up for download on Mega, so people could just download the audio files of Kurland calling your ass when it's supposed to be radio silence.
Because radio silence, it doesn't mean what you think it does.
Nope. There's a Priority 1 alert. All available ships are needed. Undine infiltrators have seized control of Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine. The exterior of the station is being threatened by a Cardassian and Jem'Hadar fleet, but Jesus fucking Christ, Kurland. What the shit? So the Undine, let me break this down. The Undine have taken control of Deep Space Nine. Just immediately. The Undine are in control of Deep Space Nine, and they're under attack by the True Way.
We really fucked it up, guys.
The exterior of the station is being threatened by a Cardassian and Jem'Hadar fleet, but Starfleet believes these ships to be controlled by the Undine as well. How? What? You're Deep Space Nine has become the singularity that draws horrible shit.
Yeah, so when you're on R&R, do not go to Deep Space Nine.
Do not go to Deep Space Nine.
Unless you really, really enjoy fighting back, let's see, the True Way, Mirror Universe, Undine, more Undine. Oh, also, and don't forget, the new season, the New Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Deep Space Nine gets taken over by the Mirror Universe.
Again.
Because, yeah, that's just what we do, apparently.
Your orders are to find a way onto the station and assist station personnel to retake the station. That seems to be too many uses of the word station. Starfleet cannot afford to lose Deep Space Nine, except for in the books, when they did. And built an ugly fucking station in its place.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you like the Frontier class starbase. I am not a fan, guys. That station is hideous.
I saw it, and then The old Earth space dock almost kind of looked like the New Frontier starbase.
A little bit.
Like I'm pretty sure that's where they got their that's where they got the design from.
Like honestly, like go ahead.
No, 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 no. I'm actually completely wrong. I'm thinking of a different one. But yeah, God, that is hideous.
I was about to say, like, you could have just licensed something from like Star Trek Australia, like like something, because those pictures are still floating around. You could find out who made that thing, and just license. I'm not saying it'd be easy to do, but it wouldn't look like an eyesore like that does.
I, but do you want to know something funny about the old Starbase? And no, I didn't really care for the older space dock, but to me, it felt more like a realistic frontline. Like this is the main planet Starbase than the one that we have. It just doesn't feel like that's something that you know tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people work on. And I don't know. While I love the Earth space dock design, I kind of thought the older one was more functional than the new one. But yeah, I wouldn't want to see that as our Earth space dock again. Please no. Don't do that, Cryptic. Don't do that to me.
It's just that whole redesign is terrible.
It really is.
And you could almost make a case for it, but like the thing that really puts me off on it is the spokes.
You're talking the New Frontier or the
the Frontier class.
Yeah, yeah. The way, yeah, no, nah.
Like it looks like just this overbuilt monstrosity.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, it is definitely overbuilt.
Yeah, part of Deep Space Nine's charm was it was just this like shitty space station.
In the ass end of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was intended to be. It's just this like shitty place where nothing works. I mean, there was a reason Cisco was like, "Oh, fuck this."
Yeah, Cisco did not care for that, did he?
You know, he did not care for that assignment at all.
But in all honesty, would you?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I get to live in a fucking space station, whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, it was on the ass end of nowhere. Oh, you're actually flying here? You didn't hit the transwarp button?
I am not blowing energy credits, thank you. I'm not blowing like 20,000 energy credits per mission.
Fair enough, fair enough. I don't really care, so I just transwarp here. So apparently, and this was from the after interviews, I think Priority One's interview, they were talking more about the schaffing system, because that's what I'm going to call it, because I've seen on Reddit. Basically, it's just, and you flew red flag. Oh, no, you stopped. Okay, reversing. Apparently you just get cards for the ships that you own. And apparently one of the cards you can get will be the Enterprise, because reasons.
So it's not actually the ships that you have inactive?
No, it's not. I found that really... As someone who owns 40-something ships, I found that really irritating.
But they said it was going to be like the ships you're not using, like you'll actually be able to do something with them.
Yeah, but they're just going to be trading cards. It's not like they're actually going to be sent out on missions. Like, your ships are not going to be doing anything. It's just going to be based... You're just going to get trading cards, I guess would be the best way to put them, of the ships that you already own. Because imagine the lag on the server if every time you wanted to send a ship on a mission, it had to identify, especially if it's a tier 6 ship, it had to identify 23 pieces of gear and 13 buff abilities, and is it a mastered ship? You know, that would get kind of
So,
old.
but will all of that like have an effect? Like if it's mastered, will like the quality of the card go up?
Yes. If it's a tier 5U or tier 6 ship, if it's fully mastered, the quality of the card is better, and it will do better on the assignments you send it on. That is confirmed.
Okay.
So having mastered tier 5U ships will be better than having a non-mastered tier 5 ship.
I see.
Or even a non-mastered tier 5U ship. Okay. Are you ready?
So I have some work to do then.
Yes.
Because
Ready to-
I have a plan. I have a plan that goes like in story with like where my character is right now.
Goody.
I will elaborate some other time, possibly, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, begin shutdown. Let's go fight some shapeshifters. I don't understand. Like, how did they all get at Deep Space Nine, Kurland? How did they all get here? Kurland here. Cardassian and Jemitar fleet has launched an assault on Deep Space Nine. They have managed to get some of their forces inside the station and have activated the security grid, turning our own defenses against us. That seems unnecessary. All available ships are being recalled to help the Federation retake control of Deep Space Nine. Your task is to find a way to board DS9 and reconfigure the security grid to target the attackers. We can't beam you onto the station because of the security grid, so you'll need to dock and work your way towards engineering. If you have to take some turrets out to be able to dock, do it. I don't mind replacing a few phaser arrays if it means we can save the station and its inhabitants. I'm going over here first. I got bad news for you, True Way. I'm here. Can't hear you. Battle loud. Super loud, actually. Jesus. Let's cut that below half. There we go. So, Andrew, do these guys infinitely spawn?
Yeah, that's why you don't get any experience for shooting them in the face.
Oh, okay.
That's why I've gone over here and started tickling the phaser arrays.
Oh.
There's one left. If you want to keep shooting at them, I won't shoot at the photon thing, because apparently it can't hit me. Oh.
Okay, let me get somewhere where I'm not being shot at. Okay. Now, what were you saying, Pran? Captain, I'm not detecting any more Cardassians or Jem'Hadar heading our way. We should move as quickly as possible to the engineering and security consoles. You mean stations? Because I'm not like going to the consoles on our bridge wouldn't do. The writing was not particularly good in these missions.
No.
Looking back, are you ready to dock? Sure, I am ready to dock. So I will be taking not 8 because 8 is now the first officer, so she'll be in charge of keeping the ship in one piece. And instead, I will take. Yeah, why not? I'll take Soren. Oh, the loading! The loading!
I forgot some of these older missions really do take forever and a day and a half to load. Up.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, me and Ice were talking about how these missions used to be the best missions in the game, and now they're just sad. Let's see. Captain, we have successfully docked at Deep Space Nine. We need to make our way to the central corridor. From there, we can get to the security controls. There will be opposition. We need to be prepared. No shit. Okay, so I'm not fighting Borg, so I don't need the anti-Borg gun out. What do I want to use against these Jem'Hadar? Let's see. Options. I could go with... You know what, let's go ahead and try this out. Seeing as I've got this thing. And Soren's abilities haven't reverted. Okay, good. Have Lima's abilities reverted. Alright.
What are you using?
I have a phaser pistol.
Fair enough.
More Undine. Captain, I don't know if anyone on this station is who they appear to be. We need to be very careful, sir. Even someone wearing a Starfleet uniform could actually be one of the invaders. Like you! Whoa. Red alert. No. Go back into the chat box. You go back into the chat box, too. Okay. Fleet. This almost never comes into play. There's no. It tries to instill like this sense of paranoia into you.
Yeah, it really just shoot everything that's not wearing the same color as you.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Is that a stun pistol?
No.
Oh, okay. God, I forgot how bad the early cryptic missions really are. Here, go shoot 10... Oh...
Go bring me 10 bear asses.
Do you remember some of, like, the early Genesis missions where you legitimately had to kill...
Do you remember some of the early Genesis missions where you had to, recover, artifacts of the Borg dynasties?
Yeah, that's, Yeah. Or, very early on, if you ever accidentally beamed down to a planet on Elite and there were, mobs that would just look at you and you'd fall over dead. That happened quite a few times.
Oh, yeah. I actually would keep stealth module, keep a kit with stealth module on to sneak by the enemy groups in some of those. Scan the 5 tchotchkes you need to complete the mission.
Yeah, scan 5 computers because
Not even the computers, like Scan 5, like crystals.
Yeah, random.
Scan 5 rocks, Scan 5 lava thingies.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm talking the groups that had, like, I don't know, 12 or 13 dudes, including 2 commander-level guys that would just, like, wreck your shit.
Yeah, I remember.
I try to forget.
I remember, like, open beta when they... when the fucking exploration shit was unplayable. Like... Oh my god, like your boss would get stuck on corners constantly, and you'd have to like run across the map and try to finagle them into like following you.
It's scary how much this game has changed in the last 5 years. Hell, since... When did Free-to-Play go live? Season 5?
Oh, I think so. I think Season 5... No. Season 5 or 6, because Season 7 was Starbases.
Yeah, Season 6 was Starbases.
That was Season 6? 7 was New Romulus.
Yes.
Alright.
And then we had Legacy of Romulus and a whole bunch of crap since then.
There's been some really good stuff. Like, a lot of Delta Rising is really good. It's just that they didn't handle the launch particularly well.
Agreed. They did handle it. I will say, I will give them credit. It was handled better than Legacy of Romulus.
I don't think so. I think Legacy of Romulus, the anticipation going up to Legacy of Romulus was huge. Like, they spent like a good 5 months, like, just torturing everybody.
Oh, no.
With in the lead up to, like, revealing anything about Legacy of Romulus.
I'm talking just, like, the amount of downtime with Legacy of Romulus was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, the first, 10 days, it was basically unplayable.
See, I'm not reading any hostiles in this section, sir. We should move on to the next area. Just sweep the whole station! The station's security is set to lockdown mode. Captain detecting life signs in the rooms ahead. There are people who are injured and need our assistance. What did you say before? I'm not reading any hostiles in this section, sir. We should move on to the next area. Station security grid is set to lockdown mode. We need to find a way to lower the force fields before we can proceed. That's why I always have the mission tab up. Okay, so what am I going to use from here forward?
I've got my phaser pistol out.
Let's see. I am going to use the flamethrower.
Fair enough. Because you like your Jumpador toasty? Okay, you've convinced me. I'm going to use my flamethrower once I come off red alert. Okay. Do I even still have it?
Captain, I've recovered a message that was transmitted to Ops. It reads as follows. We were doing routine maintenance in this area when the shooting started. People in the Starfleet uniforms are attacking. The rest of my team is injured and we don't have any weapons. I told them to hide in the rooms along the corridor and wait for help. Wow, this mission is not designed well. Nor is the writing done particularly well.
No, this mission is... it really goes to show how much we've improved in the last 3 or 4 years with the story content. I mean, hell, from the 2800 to Legacy of Romulus' story content, it's really... Even this newer stuff,
the pain.
With Worf and Tuvok and, you know, has been... Oh, dear God, those are not friendlies.
No, they're not. They're
I don't
toasties.
know what I was expecting, but...
I just saw somebody running down that hallway.
Well, go shoot them.
Oh, that was you.
Oh, well, fair enough. Alright, all the dudes have been picked up.
Yeah, I'm still saying, like, rescue injured, like, 6 out of 8.
Oh, whoops. I thought it was 6 out of 6.
There's a force field blocking access to this area. Recommend we look for a control panel. Yeah, like, a lot of these are sort of... Okay, that's everyone in this area. We'll need to disable the force field up ahead to keep searching for survivors. Yeah, one of the things they improved was not having, like, the DOFs blocking the screen constantly whenever you did something. Soren, what the hell do you have equipped? Because it sure as hell ain't the thing that I gave you. Let's see, where's Soren?
She has a Polaron stun pistol, I'm guessing.
That is not what I gave her. No, she's supposed to have a Vaudoir pulse wave pistol. There we go. Why did she have a Polaron pistol? What in the shit? Chief Engineer Mayer at your service. I'm not quite a chief engineer yet, although I might be after today, but be a pal and don't tell Captain Kurland I said that. You're going to need to reconfigure the security grid, am I right? I'm not much in a fight, but I know Deep Space Nine systems better than anyone. You'll need me if you want to complete your mission. Disable the extra force field I set up when you're ready to go, and hurry. We have a station to save. So wait a minute. He set up a force field to protect himself with a control panel to disable the force field right where the Jem'Hadar and Undine could get at it.
Wasn't it in the 2800 where or was it in this arc that the Vorta thinks he's invincible while chilling behind a force field that you can unlock from the outside?
It's Raptor.
Okay, that's right.
And we're going there next.
Oh. Wait, should I bring my Jem'Hadar attack ship for that? To just confuse the enemies?
They're plenty confused already. Mostly because the wormhole's a fucking weird thing to fly around in.
Yeah.
Let's just put you in a tube for this mission. The world is tube. It's a simulation of what it feels like to play Final Fantasy 13.
Final Fantasy. So should we talk about the new mission, or?
That's probably pretty spoilerific right now.
Yeah, but when is this going to go up?
It's going to go up in a couple weeks.
Oh, by
Because this week is going to be the first session of Kingdom Hearts, and the next week it's going to be...
See, this is what we'll do, just, before we start talking about this, put massive spoiler warning.
What are we doing here? Okay. Okay, I'll make the necessary adjustments. Watch my back. So we actually have somebody doing it for us. Hi. I have fire. You're on fire. Now you're dead.
I have a rainbow gun, so there.
Yeah, you have the Care Bear gun.
Seems pretty painful to him, though. Oh god, do you remember when Cave of Fire first came out? Well, I mean, it was out with the...
Yeah, it was out. I was thinking, it was like, wasn't it out with the game?
Yeah, it launched with the game, but, I mean, when you first played, like, the first time you played it...
Okay, here's the thing, is I actually like Cage of Fire.
Oh, I do too.
I know a lot of people despise this mission, and it's all because of the pathing.
Yeah, no, I think it's a fun mission. I'm just saying, do you remember the first time you tried to do it, and your boss decided to...
They constantly just, like, took lava baths.
Yeah. I feel like such a spawn camping dickhead for doing this.
Never go first.
But yeah, just put like a massive spoiler warnings, and we can talk about the new mission. Just keep your. If you haven't played the new mission, just put a pot over your head and repeatedly beat on it till.
Do the Skyrim trick and just like put something over your head to obscure your vision.
There you go.
See, the good news is that the security grid is back under Federation control. The bad news is that I think I've definitely activated the station's self-destruct sequence. Fired!
How
are those two linked?
I mean, I understand if
It's going to take some time. Cover me while I work on this. Let's see. And I locked myself out of the controls. How? So we'll need to get to the fusion reactor fast. The turbolift we need to take to the left. Take us to the left once you leave this room. Don't head to the turbolift unless you're ready for a fight, because I might have alerted the invaders to our position. How? They're probably sending reinforcements right now. Oops. If you want some more information before heading down, ask now. We might not get another chance. Fucking...
And this guy supposedly knows Deep Space Nine systems better than anybody else.
No fucking wonder it gets taken over. Kurland is surrounded by morons.
Chief O'Brien, if he's still alive, is not rolling in his grave, but if he's dead, he is definitely rolling in his grave right now.
Yeah. Jesus Christ! Protect... It still says protect engineer Mayer.
That's because I accidentally, went through the turbo lift.
Tell me about yourself. Go fuck yourself. No, guys, I'm not reading all that. Sorry, he's an asshole. I should have this done in no time. Ah.
He's a liar.
He's a liar. I do like this room.
Yeah.
There's something very Elite Force about this room.
What gun are you using?
This is the Chronoton full auto.
Why are you using a Nerf gun that you bought at Walmart? No, that's not a Nerf gun. That's like the generic Nerf guns that you buy at Walmart for like $10.
Because that's what it looks like, dude. He's just punching the fucking thing. Jesus. I have, like, let me call the Gorn. Let me bring Ike in here. He'll get this shit done.
But then he'll just eat something.
Well, he can get it done while eating Undine.
Dude, there is a reason my Gorn is no longer chief engineer. I kept losing crewmen. Then again, I have a Lethian and a Gorn bartender on my ship.
There is something very, like, 90s first-person shooter about this room.
Alright, let me go find the red key so we can continue.
Yeah, also, like, this room is, like, so, like, look at, like, the elaborate settings they, like, take you to now, and, like, looking at, like, the crappy textures in this room is, what, fuck.
Dude, I mean, give them credit. They built this game on a shoestring budget in, like, 12 months.
Oh, yeah, and it shows, but...
but you... On the same...
You thwarted my plan once, but not this time. I will make the universe safe for my people, even if it means wearing an awkward humanoid shell for the rest of my days. No sacrifice is too great to ensure our security. Granted, I would have preferred to complete my takeover of this station so the Undine could use it as a base of operations in this sector. But allowing it to be destroyed will send a powerful message to your Federation. Stay out of fluidic space or die. And then die anyways, because we're kind of just here to kill you. And he's dead. That does it. Deep Space Nine is safe. You'll tell the captain I helped, right? I'll tell the captain you nearly blew up the goddamn station.
That's all you will get.
Okay, I'm like, this stuff is like going down like too fast. Like it's going like all these dialogues are closing way too fast for me to.
Yeah, I'm
read.
not even clicking on them. I'm letting you read them.
Let's see.
Like, I'm just closing them because
Deep Space Nine is safe. You'll tell the captain that saving the station has got to count for something in my next performance review. Oh, I got a fucking performance review for you, asshole. Captain, the Undine we encountered appears to be the one that was posing as Captain Tavala, the commander of the USS Athens. It fled the ship after we boarded it during the war games. It appears to have regrouped with the other Undine and launched a takeover attempt on Deep Space Nine. We have deactivated the station's auto-destruct sequence, secured the central corridor, and flushed out dozens of Undine agents. DS9 Security says they can take it from here. I doubt it. Recommend we return to the ship and see if there's anything we can do to help the fleet. Okay, hold on. Let me take that and accept. There we go. Because now they're suddenly not infinitely respawning. Infinitely respawning douchebags. Sir, the fleet is pursuing the station attackers. We should join. Captain, more ships have warped into the area. They're moving toward DS9. Recommend we engage them before they can dock. Alright, alright. I'll go this way.
Tacking on detection grid up.
Well, I got bad news for you, Keldons. I'm here.
Have a particle effects maelstrom.
Just lag the server as much as possible. Yeah, Keldon, you should be dead, so just die.
They're dead, Jim.
Oh, you called in Delta.
I've never used it, so it's like,
Yeah, some Mercury escorts. They don't even use the missiles. Use the goddamn missiles.
I know, right?
Fire everything. Captain, DS9 Operations is reporting that the station is secure and the Undine are in custody. Starfleet will be conducting a thorough security check of the station. Without our help, the station would have been lost. The station. The station. The station. The station. That's something that has been improved, is the redundancy of the writing.
Kestrel was on when this game launched, right?
Yeah.
You can definitely tell she's gotten better at writing.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe she didn't write a lot of the smaller dialogue and she just kind of did this. I don't know.
Considering how rushed this game was, I'm pretty sure that this was just like the level designer.
Fair enough. Because you can really see Kestrel's writing chops, and I am depressed that she left. Well, her and her husband left, actually.
Yeah.
Which, I wasn't sure too much of his job, but...
I think he was QA.
But Kestrel was truly amazing, and I think of all the people I've seen quit, or, not quit, but leave Cryptic, I think she was probably the biggest. And just to piss you off, I'm getting the current lockbox.